Right, hello everyone. Now, in a video I did a couple of weeks ago, I talked about why women give out fake numbers. It's a safety thing, pretty simple to understand, really. We don't know if the guy is going to take a no gracefully or if he's going to flip out. I included some real cases of women who had been murdered for saying no. I also included a video of a teen girl who got slammed to the ground and her head stomped on because she refused to give a guy her number. So I talked about it in that video, and then this gem of a commenter rolled in. Funny thing is that the guy that assaulted the girl was like that because of people like you. His mother raised him with your way of thinking, so he became like a female in a male body. Just the first sentence alone is wild. So I didn't waste my time reading the whole rant. Why read it for free when I can turn it into money? So in this video, I just want to dismantle that opening bit. Maybe at some point I'll go through the whole comment, but I just want to focus on that first sentence. Because this isn't just one salty comment. It's this mindset that just flips victim blaming on its head and dodges real accountability. Thesis up front, highlighting a woman's very rational fear of male violence doesn't cause that violence. The violence comes from entitlement, poor impulse control, toxic ideas of masculinity, not from mothers teaching my way of thinking or feminine sensitivity. So the first part, the guy that assaulted the girl was like that because of people like you. So he's saying that by talking about the problem, so women being hurt or killed for rejecting men, I am somehow creating that issue. I'm going to start blaming firefighters for arson because they keep showing up to fires. Let's look at a bit of data. In the US, around 34% of female murder victims are killed by intimate partners. That's thousands per year. Globally, intimate partner violence disproportionately affects women. That boy in the stomping video didn't learn his reaction from watching YouTube videos warning women to be careful. He learnt it from whatever environment taught him that his desires trumps a woman's right to say no, and that violence is an acceptable reaction when frustrated. Research from the University of Queensland and many others show that men who react violently to romantic rejection often score high on the social dominance orientation. They see women as lower in the hierarchy and get hostile when rejected. They want to discipline women. That's not feminine thinking, that's the opposite. This rigid, domineering view of masculinity, where a no from a woman is an insult to your manhood and must be punished. Pointing out the danger doesn't implant the idea, it just exposes it. If these videos, or people like me, were the cause, you'd expect violence against women to skyrocket with feminism or awareness campaigns. But the pattern of male violence in rejection scenarios predates modern feminism by centuries. Entitlement to a woman's body shows up in many different areas, honor cultures, patriarchal setups, and yes, some modern backlash spaces too. Next, his mother raised him with your way of thinking. What is my way of thinking exactly? That women have a right to bodily autonomy? That they should be able to exist in public spaces without fear of being attacked? That men should be able to control themselves? And blaming mothers is a tired trope. Single mothers get blamed for feminizing boys, and stats show that boys from father-absent homes can have a higher risk for certain behavioral issues, specifically father-absent. Not because Ma is teaching female thinking, but often due to lack of resources and modeling. Plenty of violent men come from intact traditional homes too. The idea that teaching respect, consent, emotional awareness is turning boys soft is so incredibly backwards. Healthy emotional regulation, so recognizing rejection without rage, is a human skill. It's not gendered. Suppressing emotions and tying worth to dominance is what often correlates with aggression. Mothers raising their boys to respect women isn't the problem. The problem is when boys absorb messages from anywhere that women owe them attention, that rejection is humiliation, or that real men take what they want. Some corners of the internet amplify that today with certain influences. Awareness videos like mine encourage better mothering, teaching sons empathy and accountability so they don't end up in that commenter's situation. Most mothers want their sons to be safe, to be respectful, to be decent, to be successful. Teaching them that women are people with boundaries isn't my way. It's just basic decency. This shouldn't need to be explained. The boys who stomp heads after rejection, that's failure of multiple influences. Family, peers, culture, society, not simply a mother who agrees with a safety video. So the punchline, so he became like a female in a male body. Peak nonsense. It implies that emotional fragility and a bad reaction equals feminine, and that femininity in males causes violence. But the data says violent reactors to rejection are often hypermasculine in a toxic sense, dominant, entitled, honor obsessed. Women don't typically stomp heads over rejection. Male violence rates dwarf female ones across homicides, assaults, especially stranger and rejection contexts. Men commit the majority of violent crimes. Calling a violent boy female in a male body does two dumb things. It insults women by equating femaleness with violence, also ironic since the victim was female, and it dodges that this violence stems from failed masculinity, poorly channeled aggression, entitlement, and the inability to handle no like a grown man. This comment reveals the real thinking that women speaking on safety emasculates these men. No, it simply challenges men who feel entitled. Healthy men will see a video like that, well, women are giving fake numbers because men are reacting violently. They'll see that and they'll think, that man sucks. I won't do that. To wrap up, this comment just flips reality. Women's caution comes from a pattern of violence, not the other way around. Blaming people like me or mothers dodges that personal and cultural responsibility for raising boys who respect boundaries. We need better. Teach kids consent, emotional skills, accountability. Call out entitlement wherever it hides, whether in person or online. Men who get angry at safety discussions, ask, why does it threaten you? If you're a guy watching and you've been rejected or given a fake number, it happens, it stings. Channel it into growth, not rage. Most women aren't out to humiliate you. They're just protecting themselves from those blokes that never grew up. Anyway, drop your takes below. Have you seen this mindset? What's the fix? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It's very interesting seeing men's reactions to women just protecting themselves. It's very telling. Anyway, like if you want, subscribe if you want, comment down below, share the video, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-da.